Hello everyone, welcome to Sarushi classes. So let's start reading current affairs for the 4th of November 2017. So first is Hindi writer Krishna Sopti chosen for Jnanpith Award, or you can say Gyanpith Award. So this comes under the Indian culture, will cover the salient aspects of the art forms, literature and architecture from ancient to the modern times. So this topic is under the paper 1. Now here is the image, or you can see a picture of the Hindi writer Krishna Sopti. So a noted writer of the Hindi literature Krishna Sopti will be conferred with the country's highest literary honor Gyanpith Award this year in 2017. Sopti will be awarded with a cash prize of rupees 11 lakh, a certificate and a memento as a part of 53rd Gyanpith Award ceremony. Now something about the Gyanpith Award. So the Gyanpith Award is one of the prestigious literary honor in the country, and the award was instituted in 1961. Eligibility. So any Indian who writes in any of the official languages of India is eligible for the honor. Now next news item is Deen Dayal Sparsh Yojana. So this comes under the issues relating to the development and the management of the social sector services relating to the health, education, human resources, etc. And this comes under the DS paper 2. So here is the Deen Dayal Sparsh Yojana, that is scholarship for promotion of aptitude and research in the stamps as a hobby. So the government has launched a pan-India scholarship program for school children and called Deen Dayal Sparsh Yojana to increase the reach of philately. So about the scheme, so what is it? Under the scheme of Sparsh Scholarship for Promotion of Aptitude and Research in Stamps as a Hobby, it is proposed to award annual scholarship to children of standard 6 to 9 having good academic record and also pursuing philately as a hobby through a competitive selection process in all postal circles. So selection to avail this scholarship, a child must be a student of the recognized school within India, and the concerned school should have a philately club, and the candidate should be a member of the club. In case the school philately club hasn't been established, a student having his own philately deposit account will also be considered. Every prospective school which participates in the competition would be assigned a philately mentor to be chosen from amongst the renowned philatelists. Now, the philately mentor would help in formation of school level philately club, providing guidance to young and aspiring philatelists on how to pursue the hobby, and also helping the aspiring philatelists on their philately projects, etc. Selections under the scheme would be made based on the valuation of the project work on the philately and performance in the philately quiz conducted by the circles. So this was about this news item, that is Deen Dayal Sparsh Yojana. Now the next news item is UNESCO launches strategic framework for education in the emergencies in the Arab region. This topic comes under the bilateral, regional and the global groupings and agreements involving India and or affecting India's interest. So, the UNESCO has launched a strategic framework for education in emergence in the Arab region 2018 to 2021. So, these are the four goals. Let's read these goals one by one. So, the first strategic goal is children and youth affected by crisis access inclusive and quality learning opportunities. Strategic goal second is the learners affected by crisis are empowered with values, knowledge and skills for life and work. The strategic goal third is education actors provide quality education for better learning outcomes, and the strategic goal fourth is education systems are responsive and resilient to crisis. So about the strategic framework. So what is it? The strategic framework for education is emergence in the Arab region aims to respond to education crisis in the region through supporting member states in meeting their educational needs and helping them meet the commitments set out in the Sustainable Development Goal 4, which aims to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all by 2030. So why Arab region? Education has been deeply affected by the scales of the crisis in the Arab region, with over 13 million children and youth not going to school due to conflict. So what is the goals? The strategic framework consists of four strategic goals anchored in the three pillars of education: access, quality, and system strengthening. What is the significance of this framework? So, the framework aims to increase access to quality learning opportunities for the children and youth and to empower them with values, knowledge, and skills for life and work to support teachers and enhance the resilience of the education system. So this was about it. The next news item is the coastal berth scheme. So the Ministry of Shipping has extended the period of coastal berth scheme of a flagship Sagarmala program for 3 years up to 31st of March 2020 and expanded its scope to cover capital dredging at major ports and the preparation of the DPR for coastal berth projects in October 2017. So here you will see the port demonetization and the new port development, then port connectivity enhancement, then port-led industrialization and the coastal community development. So let's discuss something about the coastal berth scheme. So what is it? The coastal berth scheme aims to provide financial support. Remember, the coastal berth scheme aims to provide financial support to ports or state governments for creation of infrastructure for movement of cargo and passenger by sea or national waterways. So how it going to implement, or let's see the process of implementation. So the projects under the scheme are distributed over 8 states with the highest numbers of the projects in Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh and the Goa. Now something about the financial assistance. So the admissible financial assistance from central government is 50% of the total cost of the project, and the financial assistance will also be provided for preparation of DPRs for the projects to be considered under this scheme. The balance expenditure has to be incurred by the respective ports concerned state government, including state maritime ports, from their own resources. That's the significance of the scheme. The scheme aims to promote coastal shipping and increase its share in domestic cargo movement in India. Better infrastructure for coastal shipping will decongest rail and road network besides ensuring cost competitive and effective multimodal transportation solution. The country has high potential to use coastal shipping for its internal cargo movement given its 7,500 kilometers long coastline. So what you need to know about Sagamala. The Sagamala project seeks to develop a string of ports around the India's coast, and the objective of this initiative is to promote the port-led development along India's 7,500 kilometer long coastline. So it aims to develop access to new development regions with the intermodal solutions and promotion of the optimal modal speed, enhance connectivity with main economic centers and beyond through expansion of rail, inland water, coastal and road services. So the Union Ministry of Shipping has been appointed as the nodal ministry for this initiative. Okay, remember the Union Ministry of Shipping is a nodal ministry for this initiative. Now next news item is the unsafe boilers. This topic comes under the heading disaster management. So the recent boiler explosion at NTPC's Uchahar power plant in the Rai Bareilly underscores the importance of the inspection and protocols for hazardous industrial operations. So regulation of the boilers is high pressure boilers are hazardous pieces of equipment which are strictly regulated with the special laws, and in fact the basic objective of the Indian Boilers Act 1923 is to ensure the safety of life and protection of property by mandating uniform standards in the quality and upkeep of these units. The reasons for the accident at Raebareli are: first of all, the state government failed. Remember, the state government failed miserably in meeting the objective of ensuring the safety of life and protection of property by mandating uniform standards in the quality and upkeep of these units is evident from the accident at the public sector facility. To enhance the ease of doing business in India, the government has relaxed crucial safety checks. Self-certification and the third-party certification of the facilities has received support from policymakers even in the case of the boilers. So what needs to be done? Regulatory mechanism. So the Unchahar accident shows it is in everyone's interest to have a transparent regulatory mechanism for hazardous industrial activities. Reporting the safety and the welfare of the workers and the public at large cannot be compromised, and a rigorous approach to accident reporting must become part of the process if the weak spots in regulations are to be addressed. Now, the loss suffered by families of workers due to an accident that could have been averted cannot be compensated just financially. It must be the centers ensure to see that measures taken to make it easy to do business do not translate into lack of regulations and putting lives at risk. Now, the administrative reforms can eliminate the corruption of Inspector Raj and achieve transparent regulation while keeping the workplace safe. Way ahead, the accident was entirely preventable because boilers are designed to provide warning as soon as dangerous pressure build up and trigger automatic safety devices at a critical point, and they should undergo periodic inspections to ensure that all these features are working and intact. So the incidents call for an inquiry into the quality of equipment and the fuel used. Ideally, these aspects should be investigated by an external agency and not the NTPC. So this was about this accident. So with this we have come to an end of today's current affairs. Do subscribe to our channel and do hit the like button for more such lectures. Thank you.